Okay, so hello, welcome back to episode 2 of 2020, where I shall spend 60 minutes trying to fix some bugs in some JavaScript. So I think last week I tried to do some JQ for the advent of code, and I was stuck doing day 14. I think I got stuck doing it for 2 weeks in the end, but I solved it one evening in my head whilst I was in bed. I can't remember what the particular problem was, but anyway. So I'm still doing my advent of code in a ridiculous language, but I thought it was time to look at some bugs. So I am going to switch to my desktop. Hopefully it's worked. Pretty sure it has. If anyone's actually on a channel, no one is, it's fine. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Pretty sure you can. Pretty sure I'm on my own as well. But anyway, so JsonBin is a service that I created last year, year before? Maybe the year before. Anyway, so the idea is you can post JSON to JsonBin. And actually, if I do an incognito window, that's pretty better. JsonBin, only because my token is displayed on the screen. But once you sign in using GitHub, you get an auth token, and then you can start storing arbitrary data. But the reason I made it is because I wanted to be able to deep link to a particular path. So I think I can sign into this, and it won't. It'll give you like a duff token. So the only difference is offline I started trying to do this activate paid. I think it was it's gonna be $12 a year or £12 a year. I can't remember what it was. I haven't released that. Not sure if I'm going to. Whatever. Anyway, so the point was I'm going to show you how it works. So you can go into me, and here I've just got some junk, and I should be able to do a curl. I can do that, I think. So let's open up another tab. And I can do post to create data. I can do put to modify data. I think it's a post. And I can do delete. But this is the bug. This is the bug that some people have raised. So it succeeded. So it's created a new property called URL. So I can go to me/URL. No, not URL. Sorry. No, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Right, so the URL down here is the path that it's going to create url.remishop. So that is blog URL, and it should give me the string of my blog, but it didn't because it didn't work. What happened? Oh, okay, so the bug that I've been seeing is unprocessable entity, and it's being raised on GitHub. Where is the issues? Oh my lord. So two issues have been raised. One was deleting hangs, and unprocessable entity, which kind of repeats. So yeah, that's exactly what this is getting. I've got a feeling that what's happened here is that the -h content type is missing. Actually, I don't want to do the slash there, do I? Oops. Still fails. So that isn't even. So it hasn't failed. It's modified it, and it has actually saved URL as a JSON token. So JSON object. So something is going wrong here. It's able to process the entity, but it keeps on failing. So it says it's failed, but it's actually succeeded. So I can search for 422. I don't think... Oh, no, I do. Okay. So we've got this 422, which is in the API. And we've got it again over here. So that's a patch. So we're not interested in the patch. Find 422. This is the patch we just add. In fact, it tells me up here, doesn't it? Post. There's the puppy. So I reckon it's probably there. And in fact, there you go. Can't save multiple docs in parallel. Fucking Mongo. Or Mongoose rather. JsonBin is hosted on Zeit, which is version 1 because I can't get the serverless to work. I think I could port this to serverless, but it's not easy. And the backend is a Mongo database on MLab. So it's got one of the very small, like free sandbox databases. I think that's why. Oh yeah, that was the reason I was trying to ask people to pay for it, because there was an outage, some data was lost. There were complaints, understandably, but the service is free, so you pay for what you get. Or you get what you pay for. That's the expression. So I was going to start charging so that the MLab instance can be paid for, and backed up properly, and protects against that thing. Anyway, so it's Mongo on the back end. I'm pretty sure Postgres now has like a queryable blob that you can use, but in this case, this is how it works basically. So because of that, I'm using Mongoose, and as much as I kind of use Mongoose as my go-to, it's fucking shit. I get all kinds of errors over time, and they're just... It's shit. Okay. So, let's have a look. Can't save doc multiple times in parallel. So we've got the errors being thrown in my error handler in Express. I think what we should do is... this stack trace isn't particularly useful. I know where the error is called, but it was generated here. That was where it was created. But this kind of run, callback, try and immediate, this is all to do with promises. So we've got a bit more information here. Callback. Here we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Return save. So apparently, save is being called more than once? So that would be called. Trying to work out where it's being saved. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where it's being called twice. So what I might do, I'm going to comment this out. Very much doubt if anything's going to happen there, but I'm just going to pass the content back. Let's change that to something else. Let's do remy-sharp.dev. Not that's the URL. Okay, so that's spitting it back out, but I think this has been updated somewhere. Where has it been updated? Well, we're going to have error, which means that something's being saved. I don't know what. let's have a look at the me. Yeah, let's just refresh the chat. Okay, so that's saved. So yeah, it looks like it's being saved twice. What the fuck? When's that happening? That's weird. I guess in the user database, Mongoose provides a pre and a post. So I guess I could use the pre-save hook to work out what's going on. And instead of doing a console log, I'll do a console.trace in the hope that it can give me more detail. Pre-save. Okay. Alright, so it's refreshed. I might just move that to a tab. So move it to a split pane. Yeah. There. Pre-save. User 145. The fuck is Kareem? What the fiddlesticks? That's good. I can't even work out when it was saved at all. That's frustrating. It's definitely happening. For fuck's sakes. My keyboard repeat is a bit weird. Okay, so I need to probably trace kind of what's happening here in the API. I guess there is a router. Where is it? Routes. And I wonder if it's kind of landing on something else. So we've got the cause auth API. Let's have a look at that. We've got some analytics which works. Oh, yeah, it's a track kind of like how often things are being saved. So that is sign the user in if they are authenticated. Using different methods. So we've got token and bearer token. So bearer token has a lifetime. So none of this is saving. Like Mongoose does weird things. I wouldn't be surprised if... Where's the API being used? Me, help. Mongo does weird things like it. The object that you get back from the database calls isn't really an object, or it isn't the object. It isn't an object of that data. It's it has getters and setters for everything. So you can't enumerate the properties, for instance, that kind of thing. It's just a bit weird. Okay, so this is where it hits the API. That's the only place. So it all happens inside of api.js. So we've got our cause. We have timing 406. What's 406? HTTP 406. I think it's kind of I guess if that's the client doesn't accept JSON, bit weird. Don't know why I've got that. So here I'm trying to sign them in. So we're finding the user, and then we attach it to the request. Carry on. Okay, and then we've got the if it's from the API, which is our one was from the API. Then we're going to log the. Oh, here we go. Might be that. It's supposed to be a fire and forget, but I wonder if that. So I wonder if this save is happening somehow concurrently to the other save. Oh, I don't know why it's scrolling weird. Like, why Mongoose would have like a lock on that user, I don't know, but so here we'll just do then oops next then else. Wonder if it's that. So we go looking for the get clause. Sorry, the post. Uncomment the this change. Nope, not up yet. Yeah, that's better. Looks like it was that. So the small problem is I've got. I guess I'll have to put that on a branch. That's not a big deal. All right, I think I've got a fix for that. Oh, fuck me. I only want to. I'm going to quit that. I only want to do a get out and p on the libroots API, roots API. It looks like I've got a bug there. I've left some code in. We can see your screen. Oh, that's good to hear. Thank you very much for confirming, Vic Toothpick. Vic Toothpick. I like that. I might have accidentally. Oh no, yeah, the bug fix still works. Okay, cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't know. Oh shit. I've got this branch. Oh no, I'm going to commit onto this branch. That was what I was going to do. Git commit. Oh Christ, I hope it doesn't. It just has that. Yep. Okay, cool. Fix 422 parallel save. 8 insertions, 5 deletions. I'm not. So I'm just pulling up gitx just to be able to check that so what I want is just a single commit that I can then cherry pick into master, but that looks fine. So now I need to commit all this lot onto master, onto this particular branch, and I don't really know what it is. I think it's oh my god, just a lot of stuff. What is this? Oh, it's whether the account has been. Oh god. Yeah. I think I did most of the stuff for taking payment, except for the actual taking payment part. The support users properly with paid accounts. All right, and that will just sit on the branch for the time being. Oh, hang on, I'm missing stuff. Git add view docs. So the docs there, I think, is it still running? Yeah. Where is it? So, activate now goes through to why would you want to pay, and it just has like a comparison between. There's quite a few comparisons where bottom line is it's yeah, that's not too bad. Did I do that? Payments taken through Stripes, yearly plans. To get started with open source, head over to the GitHub repo. You'll need Node and a Dubry. Did I do terms and conditions? Wow, look at that. I was ready, wasn't I? Privacy policy. Data collected. What data do I collect? Username and email address. Is there an email? I think it does capture your email address because sometimes it was abused. I need to contact you to say you're trying to store too much. We're going to use personal data for... this isn't an interesting screencast, is it? It's just me reading the T's and C's at my own website, contacting us. Down there. Email us, and us being me. Okay, I can't remember what 7 is, but that's to do with manuals. That's not a bad page, is it? Oh yeah, $15 a year. What do you think? There's 3 people on the stream, or 4 if you include me. So yeah, we'll include me. Would you pay $15 to be able to store some data in an API that you could request anywhere? Don't reply if you think yes. That's what I'm thinking. Right. So anyway, I'm going off topic. Let's get that single commit in the docs. Fix, add the T's and C's, etc. Right. Git checkout master. Git checkout. Was it libdb user? Oh, for fuck's sakes. What's in backups? Oh, I think that's actually a backup of the database. Git checkout master git log. What was it? Update deps. And then I'm gonna cherry pick that one. Sorry. Okay. I think I've got a deploy script. What have we got? Deploy, npm test. Should try it. Npm test. I've written some pretty nice tests for this actually. Fucking brilliant, they don't work. Oh, I was updating dependency, so we get all these warnings, which is fine. They're just warnings. No biggie. So I'll tell you what. I'll show you my test code. I seem to be. I put a tweet out a while ago talking about tests and software, and I feel like every time I approach a problem, I come up with a new solution for stuff, which is fucking stupid. But I think it's interesting. Where are we? Tests. Here we go. So we've got the way it works is you have API tests, operations tests. This is the main bulk of the way the tests run. So the operation tests, they reads this operations directory or ops, and it fires up the test version. It connects to a test Mongo database and fires up JsonBin in test form. Ah, fucker. Failed the test, I think. There you go. Holy shit. We've got some duplicate things here, which means that it didn't clean up properly. So I've got these op files. I don't think they're supposed to be .js. Yeah, they're just plain text files. Language. I've used them somewhere else as well. So I've got it's this really like bespoke syntax. I've got the setup which says set the user store to this object. Then we're going to do a post on this URL, and these are the headers we need. We've got special variables called token, which will just inject the test token, and this is the body that's going to be posted, and then this is what we expect. So you can see in this example, because we've nested down into test, I think they're all based off, oh yeah, that's the test user. Foo and bar, sorry, yeah, the path is nested to foo and bar. It creates an object who has a key of foo, who has an object of that has a key of bar, and then a value of this object that has testing and true. So you end up with this structure. And I think it's got things like allows you to do multiple. I guess hash means do the thing. So yeah, and it's pretty easy to construct, I think. So it allows me to kind of add new tests pretty easily. I just add it into this directory, and it's a new test has been added. So what do we got here? Oh, so here's a sequence of tests. So we've got the setup, and we do a post, and something happens, and we do a get, and the expect is off the response from the get. So yeah, I quite like it. But the tests are failing. That's a problem. So I wonder where the commits are up to. 3 years old. No. What was the 3 years old from? Oh, the repo's 3 years old. Okay. So chore tweak, brilliant commit. Tweak to deploy. So it looks like I tried to do some change. Maybe I deployed that. I think the version. Yeah, the version should be the commit. Nope, it's not. Poo. That's annoying. I'm sure I put the hash in that. Ugh. Yeah, okay, so I thought I put the commit hash in the version. Apparently I didn't. It's a bit frustrating because I'd then be able to link it to like exactly which commit went live. Let's have a look. So if I do a deploy, it runs a test and then does now. Post version, what happens there? Oh, if I do like an npm update, it will deploy for me. It's hard to tell. It's hard to know what exactly is live now because 6.63 is the version here. I guess I can do a git blame, which is just a bit of a ball ache. There we go. No, so, oh wow, yeah, it must have been a while ago then. Wow, 2 years ago. Okay, last time I touched the project then. So 6.3, so, I mean, this will be 6.4, so you do have to bump the version number. I guess that's what's live, but the tests were passing before. Oh, fuck, I hate having to fix tests. Alright, well, we're doing okay for halfway through. I guess what I might do is, let's have a look at the use Mongo client is no longer used. I guess we might as well make a git checkout. That should be fix 42. So we've got this thing. Oh. So what was it complaining about? It might be that was running, so it's crashed. Oh, that might be it. Then again, it might not be because it wasn't when I started it up. npm. When I started it up, it didn't complain. Right. It's no longer. Oh shit! Everything. Oh fuck's sakes. You know what? I wonder if there's some background process still running. So I'm using htop, and I'm going to filter for node, which did not filter then. Ah, poo, that just searched. I think I can do filter. Function 4. Nope, did not work. Alright, go the old school way. That is not working, is it? See what? I'm just do kill all node. It's going to kill my my debris. Just bear with me for 1 second. There you go. My debris was the CPU that's up in the corner somewhere. Right, so let's try that again. npm test. So let's see what happens. So we're going to fire up background thing. It's complaining about that a lot, isn't it? To use and use service discovery. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. It's just annoying. This is different though. Is that different? Oh my lord. Create. Ensure indices? Or index? Ensure index. This is another reason why I don't like. What the fuck is all that? Oh, fuck's sakes. NYC output. Git ignore. .nyc output. Another reason why I don't like Mongo, it's complaining about. So we get rid of the use Mongo client, I guess. But it was complaining about that other thing, the require indices index. Where is it? Ugh. There it was. I saw it. This. Ensure index and remove. Like ensure index isn't in there at all. It's not my code base. So it means that Mongo is using it and it's complaining about using it. It's using it internally. Dot remove. Alright, we are using that. So it wants me to do delete 1 instead. Okay. This is the, I think this sets it up, maybe? Does it? No, it doesn't. What is this, like something like index? Is it index true? Oh, fuck knows. It's honestly. Alright, so let's run the test again, see what we get. Current URL parsing has been deprecated. Oh fuck, look at this. Passing the option new URL parser. Didn't we just get rid of that? No, we didn't. We used something else. I just feel like we go around in circles with Mongo. Okay, Mongoose. Not Mongo. Mongoose. Okay, off it goes again. Use unified topology. Apparently that's something we're doing. Goodness knows. Alright. Fourth time lucky. So ensure index, God knows where that's happening. Okay. It's thinking about it, don't know what it's thinking about. This isn't good, is it? We've got unhandled promises, code blowing up. Tell you what, why don't we look at one test at a time? So, tests. Let's do the operations one first. I think npx tap test operations. I don't know if I got like a pre-test handler. Oh, bollocks, I do. Not. Yeah, they're all going to fail. Sorry. All right. They're all failing because I'm not running the pre-test. All right, so now the test server is running in the background. Now we should be able to hit the oh, for heaven's sakes. We need to do node env equals test. Is that right? Oh, more than that, in fact. And we need the port number. Okay, let's grab that. There's a reason I had test scripts. And I flip between tap and jest, and NodeMon uses Mocha, mostly because I can't stop using it now because oh, for fuck's sakes. These are all failing. I tend to prefer tap. Oh, I've used Ava in another project as well. I wasn't that keen. I don't like test utils that I put everything in there. Oh my lord. So none of that worked. Oh, you plonker. Operations.test. It's trying to run. What an idiot. So try to run the actual operations themselves, which are just junk text. They're plain text files. This isn't very fun. Sorry. All right, that's better. Okay, so operations passed. Let's try. Was it roots? I mean, I don't really want to test these all individually. I mean, the operations was kind of the main one that I needed to test for. And someone is complaining, hey, Dr. Robotnik, thanks for joining me. I'm at the test phase of trying to fix some bugs. So individually my tests are passing, but when I kind of clump them together, they are failing, which sucks. But they are full end-to-end tests. They're not just unit tests, which is, I think, generally harder tests to pass because you've got more things can go wrong, basically. So, you fucker, they're all passing now, aren't they? All right, let's try to do star.test.js. Let's see which one fails. Topic: do you mind parsing? Do you find yourself parsing CLI? So, parsing CLI arguments, I used to, and I eventually just gave up and decided to use a tool, a command line tool called yargs, I think it is. Let's have a look. Fucking Bearer worked a minute ago. I just ran it. npm yargs. So the JsonBin thing that I've got here, it has a CLI tool. And I'm pretty sure, in fact, let's have a look, bin, index, what does it use to parse? I know that's the, okay, so I wrote my own, of course I did. I've got a feeling, so slight is a CLI, what was it? CLI framework for parsing. Put a lot of documentation in place. I've got a feeling it uses yargs. There you go. Yeah. So I guess it's like argparse in Python. I don't write Python, but it might be. There is a lot of this is one of them. There is another one. I forget. Commander is another one that I've used before. But it gives you a bit more than just command line argument parsing. It gives you like help and stuff, and I didn't really need it. And I did want my own bespoke thing, so I wrote this slight thing, which is used in a few projects, mostly things I've written. So all of those things are things I've written. It used to be inside Sneak, but I think they forked it and made their own copy sensibly, so they had their own version. But yeah, Yargs is probably the one I'd recommend. NodeMon, frustratingly, has its own completely bespoke argument parser. The one thing that you want to look out for on argument parsing is that you respect like the double dash. So if you got like trying to think, double dash basically says everything after this goes to the program you're running rather than being slurped. So double dash means send it off to Node if you're running something using Node. And I've got a thing, actually it's under my profile, Remy NV, which does argument parsing as well, but it sets up an environment, but it reads the okay, I guess. Does explore work? It does not. That's a useless bit of UI, isn't it? There you go. Gone. No, not gone. Get rid of that as well. There you go. Gone. This does some URL parsing, but I think it's probably hand rolled. So I look for double dash. Yeah, just be wary of double dash. I'll stick that note in the chat window. You want to respect the double dash, basically. Okay, anyway, so some things failed. I think these are failing because they're running at the same time. I'm gonna say that that's the reason. The bearer test worked. I just ran it by itself. Yeah, it did work because I saw it working. I'll come back to why it doesn't. I guess I'll look at why they don't run in parallel. Yeah, I don't know. There were some other ones. Yeah, look at this. Look, it says it's failing. There's a lot of output here, isn't there? You're very welcome. Yeah, there is a boatload of libraries, and I think that the Node community brought a lot of people across from Ruby, I think, and a lot of the modules are kind of copied from Ruby. I know how to write Ruby, but I never had any reason to write it for a client, so I never really got into it, and I don't know what the tech land looks like. Python, I've done some Python work, but I seem to be I tracked more bugs than anything else, because I can't get most of Python to run, just Python by itself. So yeah, there's that. We do want that. We do want that. We do want that. We do want that. Yep. That's fine. Git commit. These are all test changes. Tests. The tests. I've got a thingy for this. What is it? A commit. No. How do you spell commit? A commit. That is it. Test. That's what I want. You always avoid. Try and dodge any big dives into it. Oh, in Node, yeah. It's, well, I mean, I'm biased. I write it all the time, so it's easy, but it's easy because I've spent 20 years writing. Oh, Ruby, same. Well, okay, yeah. But any language, like, there are people that avoided other languages. Anyway, tests, tidy up old code. Let's git checkout master, git merge npm now. How's the embedded stuff? I'm still stuck. So for context, for anyone else who's watching, I'll tell you what. Whilst that's deploying, I'll show you my face. So you've got a big camera. Oh my god! Oh, that's very attached. I can't move my camera. Hang on, let me see if I can move my camera. Oh, I'll just hold up to the camera, the thing. So yeah, it's still in the same place. This is the embedded project. So this is what's the name? Ben Eater. The problem is I've got at the moment is that this chip, the 6502, wherever it is not telling me that it's writing. So it should be, this wire here should be going low when it's writing, but it's not. But it has the data in memory. Like it's trying to. Oops! It's trying to write, but it's not. And I'm worried that if I just kind of just go ahead and fuck me, this deploy is taking a long time. Let's have a look at what's actually happening on now. Yeah, so the pin isn't going high or low. It's not going low when it should be writing. In fact, actually, whilst this is trying to fucking install the planet, Visual, where is it? Visual 6502. Totally off topic, but we got a couple minutes. Yeah, this is it. There's hang on. There is a WebGL. Where are you? Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Visual. This is it. No, it's not. Oh, come on. There is. That's not it. Right, this is the 6502 chip, and up here is the that's the read-write pin. And what I did was to bring up this visual or visualization of the chip. There's a slightly better one. Like a WebGL one. It's really neat, but I've lost it. Maybe I bookmarked it. 6502. So I modified the memory in the 6502 simulator chip. Fuck, where is it? It's not that. There's a really cool one. All right. It's not here. Anyway, so I modified the memory that's over here with the program I'm trying to run, and I stepped through it step by step so I can see the pins lighting up. So down the side is the data pin, so I could see, you can see, was it data line 1, data 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way around to there, I think. And then you got the address lines along here, these big fat ones. And I could see them lighting up, and the simulator, the CPU simulator, was working exactly the way that it should do. And I could see the read-write pin going low when it should be going low. But my 6502 chip, the pin is not going low. So I think the next thing I was going to do is look at the pin on the chip and try and put an LED in there and basically see if I can get it to see if it's going low. So maybe it is going low, but I'm not picking up in the Arduino that's attached. So yeah, this is debugging. This kind of stuff is way beyond my my comfort zone, basically. Let's have a look at how JsonBin is doing. Build finished. Hey, okay, it finished. It worked. So we should have a version over here somewhere. Is that the version we just released? 6.4. That is not. Oh. /_ version. Okay, that seems to have worked. Let's alias that. Now alias. Hopefully that fixes live now. Should be. And then I can just do GitHub JsonBin issues. Nope, Remy. And yeah, I should probably look at making JsonBin paid for, like self-sustaining product rather than hope that it still works. In fact, actually, I've been recording little videos on poo. Oh, come on. npm start. I've been recording little videos on my commute back from the gym, and one of them was about self-sustaining projects and having too many of them. Oh my lord, what is wrong? This is telling me that maybe the environment variable is not being read. Whoa, hello. env test? I reckon the local one's pretty wrong, isn't it? Whoa. Okay. Is there a link to the YouTube thing? Actually, I don't think I've uploaded it. I need to. There is. I'm doing fucking multiple things at once. All right. My 60 minutes is almost over. I think it's just Remy Sharp. YouTube/RemySharp.com. Not .com. No, it's fine. It's good. It's good to have another human to speak to, assuming you are a human, Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, so I've got, where are the videos? Just videos, yeah. Whoops. Just my machine is running very slow because OBS basically. Yeah, they're just little short commutes. Quite often my hair flailing around, and just some stuff I'm thinking about, and I'm trying to keep it on web and not get too abstract. And I got one that I need to upload from today, that I was talking about basically making too many goddamn projects, because it does, you have enough projects, and they go down once a month. If you have loads of projects and they go down, if you get one that goes down, if you have some problem once a year with 12 projects, you've got 12 months of bug fixing, or 12 months where you're bug fixing a product that probably doesn't have very many users like me. I mean, JsonBin has a lot of users, but the rest of the other projects do not. I've recently listed them all. And yeah, so these ones kind of bring income, even though right now Confall, I think, because it's very, very low traffic, it doesn't have an SSL certificate. So yeah, it's fucking hosed. FFConf, which is a conference. JsonBin is a online product. LeftBitLogic, my business. These are, like, this is a product. If it goes down, or I get emails about Snapbin every day. Then there's all these free tools that I've made. Probably NodeMon generates the most support requests. JsonBin starting to create more, and then I've got these other ones that I've made for myself that I use. In fact, there's another one in there that's not there. Oh yeah, tax tools. So I use this. Don't sign up for it though. Yeah, this is so preempting the video a little bit, but yeah, that should you cull? I think there's some value in actually killing some projects over time, and in fact, this is why JsonBin originally. If I bring up the incognito window, it says at the top somewhere this is beta. Nope, it does not. Alpha. Nope. Where the it used to. It used to say it. But the point was, but you're not paying for it, then it may not be here. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess it needs to be self-sustaining, because the bottom line is, if the data vanishes on JsonBin, then someone is going to be upset about that because they put their data up online, right? And the worst case scenario, you want that data back. I don't want to just, if the service shuts down, I don't want to just take your content with me. So I want to be able to provide some kind of protection in that sense. In terms of other people kind of taking over the projects, you might get that with a popular library that's embedded into a lot of projects, but I don't tend to see that at the top level software. So, or like software that, like JsonBin uses lots of open source projects, but doesn't it? It's the full software package, and same with NodeMon. It's the direction of the project is led by me and maintained by me, and there's very few contributions. Every now and then there's kind of people helping on the support, the GitHub issues, particularly on NodeMon, but very little code gets kind of committed in, and I wonder if that is partly to do with me and maybe being a bit too protective, and it might be also that people just use it and, you know, it just does what it's supposed to do. It's not like a library like React that is using. I mean, NodeMon is used in all kinds of ways, but I guess React started off with a whole bunch of people on it in the first place, right? It started as a multi-person project. Anywho, good 60 minutes, one bug fixed, which is good, and I should be able to respond to these GitHub issues to say that it's fixed. This should be fixed. This should be fixed. Please give it a try and let me know. And I guess I will look at the paid version again at some point. Like I said, I put a bunch of documentation in from the earlier on in the video. I have to look at why I didn't finish it. Maybe I got scared. Don't like asking people money. On that note, see you next week. Maybe or not. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I'll be back next week. Here's a picture of my bum, me sleeping on a sofa. If that worked, let's have a look. Did it work? It did, yeah. That was after a day or a morning. In fact, actually, only about an hour's worth of looking after our children when they were babies. That's what it did to me. So my wife took a photo of my bum. See you later.